Obviously, we were able to dig up potatoes that were left, that were missed by the other people that picked there. So, and that was a lot of fun. In fact, we used to make a fire and roast a potato right there, and it was a good time for us because we were able to eat. We had better food there too.
Annalise lost an aunt who died in the gas chamber. Her father later died at the Dachau death camp. Her mother died of tuberculosis shortly after liberation.
What do you think of people that denied the Holocaust existed?
Oh, deny the Holocaust. Let me see. I think I would say something to them. I said, come with me to Auschwitz, which will be preserved. Come to the library with me and see all the books that have been written as testimony to the Holocaust. And then come to the museum, Yad Vashem, Washington, U.S. Memorial, and all the smaller ones, all the wonderful attempts that have been made to preserve memory of the Holocaust. But I have one more place to go with you. Come with me to Germany. Come to the restitution office and ask them if they would be foolish enough to dish out so much money as restitution if the Holocaust wouldn't have happened.
My name is Irving Fisher. In the spring of 1945, my division were named Liberators in Europe. I was born in the Bronx, New York City, and enlisted in the Army at age 18 because there was a war going on. In the spring of 45, later on, at Saarlauten, we broke through the Siegfried Line, which was a heavy fortification of the Germany, broke through and moved on quickly from Germany and became the spearhead division for the Third Army. One of our regiments was moving north, and while there, the 11th Armored Tank Division stumbled upon a concentration camp called Mauthausen.
What did you know about the concentration camps before you liberated it?
Actually, what we knew was that the Jewish people were very severely treated by the Germans, very horribly treated, but nobody had any idea of what the Holocaust really was until we got there.
How did your Holocaust experience affect the way you raise your children?
Not that I know of in any way whatsoever. It was rather my Army experience that helped me raise my children. And I don't know whether they appreciated that or not. But today they say they do.
What was the reaction of the non-Jewish soldiers when they saw the camp?
The non-Jewish soldiers reacted in exactly the same way as the Jewish soldiers did. We were all revulsed. It was all horrifying. It was terrible to imagine that human beings on God's earth can treat other human beings that way. And it made no difference whether you were Jewish, Christian, you felt the same way.
What was the feeling when you were liberated?
When I was liberated, I was numb. I was happy that I was happy that my mother was still there, but it was almost a disbelief that the years of oppression had ended at that point. We were worried what had happened to our relatives, and at that time my father and all my grandmothers, my aunt, my uncle, my friends, what happened to all of them. We were very, very concerned. We were tired, we were sick, but we had achieved our goal. We were able to see Liberation Day, and we were very happy.
Whatever happened to your mom's family?
We have always made it a point never to contact my mother's family again after the war. And my mother was very faithful to this. She just wouldn't do it. I have absolutely no idea what happened to them. Of course, they were also elderly by that time. And I think a few of those people perished during the war. When the Russian army invaded that part of Berlin where we were living in. But otherwise we have had no contact with them after the war and after we came to the United States.
How did you feel when you walked through your hometown with your son many years later after the Holocaust?
That was 1989, and it was very interesting because my hometown, even though I was born in Czechoslovakia and later it became Hungary, it now was Russia. And it was 40 years later, and the Russian did nothing to my hometown. So everything was exactly the same, except it was, didn't look good. So I was familiar with all the sites, and I enjoyed showing it to him. And of course, I was also there with my cousin, who is my age, and the two of us, after all these years, became 14-year-olds again, and we ran all over town looking for all the things that we remembered. But it was bittersweet walking through town with my son.
Warsaw. Auschwitz.
I think it was interesting meeting the Holocaust survivors and seeing someone from the army that he helped save the world, all the Jews.
For many years, I've kept this all to myself. Not even to my family did I ever talk about these things in any detail.
It's not just like you're reading out of a textbook and really get to see it. Yeah.
Hebron.
Quite frankly, a couple nights I didn't sleep, but I feel better today. There's probably going to be a residual effect of this.
I think it was a really interesting experience because I'm really interested in the Holocaust, so it helped me learn more about people and just the history.
I think it was a little sad, listening to all the stories, and Yeah, it was interesting. And this movie can be passed down from generation to generation, so
And
people can learn
Yeah, and people
and
shouldn't
can't forget.
And also another reason why this was a good experience is because we need to know our past to know more about the future.
Amen.
Trophy presented to her.
Thank you very much. Wait, Luke.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Jennifer,
Jennifer.
you really want to be kissed? No. How about a handshake? No. It's too cute.
Okay there, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Whoa.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Warm hug.
Okay.
Oh, for me? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Thank you again.
Thank you. I get a kiss.
And thank you again.
Oh, I get another kiss, right?
Lovely.
Isn't that nice?
This was very, very lovely.
That was
To the
Very
public.
nice.
We thank you.
Yes, for
Thank you so much.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Stay for us, but it was a memorable day.